Yo, welcome in. What's going on, Small Brad Janes, T-Dub, Jeffrey Jackson. Welcome in. Where were we at here? Past Phil didn't take any time to clean up the inventory. That lazy bat. Anyways, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Let me pop up the thing to make me double check to make sure the microphone is working. It is good. Good. Okay, where's the cow level? I think it's way over here for some reason. Oh, it was right there. We got TZ cows. Figured we hit this up. What's going on, Duck Brad, Degenerate, Matt M? What is going on? Welcome in a few more people here. A few more. Salute. Appreciate you. Why am I walking so slow? I just turned it on real quickly just to have it going, and then I was gonna start off and I'm like walking at like 0.2 miles per hour. Oh, treadmill's not quite in the right spot. Feels real awkward. Oh, what am I doing here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust. I just gotta pull it back about an inch and a half. The treadmill. Well, 1 second. There we go. Mustang says, at work as usual. Makes sense this time of day. That's what people are generally doing in the United States anyways. Other countries, other areas in the world. Different time of day, so wow. You don't say, huh? I remember cows are hard hitters over here. Jim Skithy. Especially when they got like some aura over here from some champ. Jeez. File Mall. Watch out for that guy. GH, what's going on? What's going on, Chris? Wello. Welcome in, welcome in. Sucks for you. Good morning to you as well. Good morning. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Hopefully you guys found some legendary stuff. I didn't really get a chance to play it all. Pretty busy with the first NFL football weekend. Doing stuff, so this right here for a fully decked out Novasork, I'm on P8. No, it's not too this isn't too bad. It can be a little annoying when I'm like streaming and trying to read chat, because it's beneficial to pay attention more, because you could get chopped a little bit here, but yeah, it's all right. I never mind dying once in a while, right? Not 640s. Come on. One of these decades, it's going to be 640s. 7-8, duh. Well, it's not a dumb question when it's me, because sometimes I just will be like, you know what? I'm just not feeling like trying too hard today, so I just put it on a lower players count. Yeah, Battle Mage, TZ cow time. Sucks for you, farmed Hell Andy all weekend. All right. Hopefully you got what you're looking for, a Shaco or an SOJ or something. Mustang busy watching his fancy bench outscore his starters. See, I did not do that. I just watched my bench and my starters both not score anything. And then all these schlubby scrubs that I'm like, I'm not touching these guys with a 30-foot pole. And they all put up like huge numbers. Garrett Wilson puts up like 25 points. Brees Hall is just like full workhorse out of nowhere. All summer the coach is like, yeah, we're gonna divvy up these carries. We don't want to really ride one guy too much, this and that. Boom. Brees Hall, all the carries. Thank you. Thanks for being a liar. Lions game was ugly, yeah. That was not what I was expecting at all. Apparently the I've said this before, but I kind of like, I didn't disregard it, but I didn't think it'd be this bad for us. I mean, obviously our like #1 lineman retired. And you know, it won't be that bad, right? But man, losing like one goated lineman, like, can nuke your team. And I'm pretty sure that's essentially what happened. But also the play calling. I was thinking that, like, you know, Ben Johnson leaving, not that bad, right? I didn't realize that the offensive coordinator we got was literally bad. Just literally bad offensive coordinator, the guy we got now. Like, and I think he's calling the plays. It's not Dan Campbell. So honestly, Dan Campbell might have to take over the play calling here very quickly. This guy's terrible. Just terrible. I think the furthest pass before the fourth quarter, the furthest pass might have been like 7 yards in the entire game. Like, I don't care what they're doing on defense. That's just like unacceptable. You'll never get those like 40-yard pass interference calls if you never throw the ball deeper, right? Let alone catches. So look at all them skillers in his inventory. I don't have any skillers, Matt. I don't have a single one. Not one. I could kill faster and it'd probably be easier if I had more skillers, but I got the magic find. Scott, yo!
PM incoming today. Printer birthday cake.
Scott, crazy. Thank you for the 44 months of Slayership. Oh, yeah. Appreciate ya. Found a couple of Shake Dozy Harlequin's crests. Gotcha there. Sucks for you. Congrats on that. How many miles we walking today? I don't go too crazy. It's just something to kind of like do to burn a couple of extra calories. So I'll probably do like 2 or 3. Like nothing crazy. I'm not walking super fast because I can't be like, I am going to do cars now. You know, like I can't be like, you know. So yeah, I actually got myself a little out of breath there doing that. Poor boy, yep, shirt's still on. Right. Chell said he has a friend that found 640s 2 times. Consecutive ladder seasons. Yeah, luck is luck, am I right? Yeah. It happens. Whoopsie. Mystic, what's going on? Looking sharp, appreciate you. Looking sharp with the Bless the Fall tank. Oh my gosh, just absolutely wrecked Mercenary. Okay, well, let's go get him back. Crazy sometimes how you get the wrong auras and you can have an absolutely perfect decked out, battle ordered up everything Mercenary, and they just get chopped down in one hit. Crazy. In comes comment of, well, my Mercenary's better and it never gets taken out. Comment.
I can't carry anymore.
530s to shell, yeah, that's the best I've found too. The 530s I found were actually ethereal as well, which is interesting. Not beneficial in any way, because if they were 640s, I'd be crying. I'd have to Zod it. Joke, obviously. No good. What Cheers might find today, let's see. What a Cheers might today was away, the sad. Oh, I think you got auto-corrected or something there. I mean, I'm not that sad about the Lions. Obviously not good, but I don't like live or die based upon a sports team. But I would definitely want to find one, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. I don't think the live chat, top chat thing doesn't do anything anymore. If I let me swap it back and forth here. Let me see. Yeah, when I swap between live chat and top chat now, it doesn't, they must have turned down the filter or whatever it was doing the first couple of days, because it doesn't do anything anymore. Anyone who's on stream. I used to be able to swap it back and forth and it would cut out like half the people in chat would be gone. So, but I'll try to keep remembering it. I mean, I played D2 when I was a lot younger, Jacob. I stopped for, you know, like 10 years and then I started playing again. Type of thing, so I didn't just blast straight through, but I mean, I first started playing in like 01 or something, 02 maybe, I forget exactly. And I'd stop for 4 years and then like somebody'd be like, hey, you know, and then, or I'd be like, I don't want to buy a new game, they're too expensive. I'm like, well, Diablo 2's, I can play that. I don't find anything, dude, you effing suck and stuff. And then people will hop into your videos and they'll just scroll to the end of your video and see what you dropped and then leave and not watch the video. Those are the mainest reasons why I stopped doing it. Or like people will watch the live stream VODs later and people don't, they just will click on your live stream and then scroll 4 hours into the future and see what you dropped and then not watch the live stream or anything like that. So that's pretty much why I do that. All those different reasons. The one that really put the cake on it though is when people would talk shit about me because I was like, I suck so bad and I don't find shit. That's pretty much why. That's the biggest reason. But anyways. Let me look around. I think I got a little behind here. Let's see. To use Infinity for this build. Yeah, I got a self Infinity, and the reason why I probably you know, I missed a lot of the comments here, but do forgive me. They came in real quick all of a sudden. I can only read and respond so fast. So you get a huge amount of minus res from the self Infinity that would not apply if you had it on your mercenary, and then on the mercenary you can have the combo prayer, meditation, cleansing aura, which all synergize to like boost your life regen super fast. And then I've heard of people saying you could go into shooters or whatnot, but this is kind of a standard, and so I like going with it. So Grace, for finding scalers, I know technically people say Nightmare Cows is great, Act 3 Nightmare's the best, aka or whatever, but I would never ever I would actively tell people do not run Nightmare to find skillers like that. If you run like Act 3 of Nightmare to find the most skillers you possibly can, because the affix pool is so much smaller, so you're more likely to get a skiller, blah blah blah, you can't find a Burr rune, you can't find a Jaw rune, you can't find those godly rune word bases. Like, I actively recommend people do not do that. Don't. That's just my opinion, but I don't think that's great advice for people to do that. Just my opinion. I just farm around and hope to get them. You don't need a bunch. Everyone acts like you need full skillers to do stuff. I'm max players count cows right here, and you know I'm doing fine. So that's my advice. You know, feel free everyone else to do whatever you want. So sucks for you. It says watches the videos while you play D2. Yeah. Yep. Got that up in the second monitor. I used to do that all the time. Most of my playing is while I'm streaming now, so I obviously do that significantly less now. But favorite necro build. It's tough. Summon and poison I think are about equal for me. I used to say I liked summon more, but I think I've sort of you know, shifted. You know, I would say for budget builds, a summon necro is one of my favorite, like budget, just for running P1 or P3 or something like that. But if you're talking like end game, actually that's probably what I would say. Budget, my favorite is probably summon. End game, probably poison, I guess. Good morning. What's going on, Nate? Go pack it. Where's the ban button at? Where's that at? That was an ugly game. Early stream cap. A little bit. I seen those TZ cows. I was like, well, what am I gonna... I did a few things to get them done today. I didn't go to the gym. Usually I wouldn't be able to get on this early because I would go to the gym on days when I stream, but decided not to go to the gym. We'll walk it up for a little bit. Call it a wrap, you know. Appreciate you saying thanks for the content. Very kind of you. Whoopsie. Juice. I've been doing just YouTube and streaming for like 5 years now. Just that. Marty says he's all for banning all Packers fans. Sports trash talk is funny. Well, I'm just messing around. People vote for different teams, you know, their opinion. Good for with the Ghost, it's got a little bit of elevated rune drop chance. Cows obviously have the elevated rune drop chance and bases and stuff. I just wouldn't like I wouldn't farm Pele and Dario to try to get, you know, and try to find skillers along the way necessarily, or remote tricking Mephisto to find skillers. But like, yeah, chaos, even killing you just realistically you're just not going to get a full inventory of skillers by farming gear, just by going out and farming, really. Ooh. It's actually quite, and if you're not online in trading, you're just not going to have a full inventory of skillers. Or it'll take you 2 or 3 years on offline single player to get a full inventory of skillers. And I know the comments coming already. Actually, Phil, I farm skillers, and I get them all in like a month or less, or I get them all in a week. And I got, you know, I guess, but. Stream dead. What? Stream's fine on my end. What? Wait. I don't know what happened. Excellent condition. Is it up and running again? Is Can anyone let me know in chat? Is it up and running fine again? Yeah, I think that was a YouTube thing because my internet never fluctuated. I never dropped frames. I had even on YouTube it says excellent connection and everything, even on the YouTube thing. So yeah, quite literally nothing said anything about any issue with the stream, which is weird. Yeah, Shell, yeah, appreciate you. I don't know what happened there with YouTube. No, I think if your stream's too high quality, it struggles. Yeah, mine is up there. This time I got an error saying it disconnected. Yeah, I don't know, but not really anything I can. Yeah, so, well, hopefully, all I can do is hopefully it doesn't happen again. There's obviously nothing I can do about it. I go through every internet provider that they offer in my area, and nothing works. I always just have stream issues and whatnot, and maybe I will just go ahead and maybe if I just drop my stream quality out of 1440 from here on out, just go to 1080 like everybody else. I thought maybe it would kind of like set me apart that I streamed in a higher quality than everybody, and since it's like 2025, you know, I thought that, you know, error again saying it went out. Well, the thing is what's happening right now, Marty, this is the first time it's happened. Like, so it's hard to, you know, when something happens one time, hard to go like try something else and be like, oh, it's not happening now. Like, is the company working on the wires somewhere, and then every time they like bump the one wire or something, it causes an, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, since yeah, Marty, since I switched to this new, since I switched to the internet I have now, I don't think that anything like this has happened before. Unless my stream's been dropping for like weeks and nobody ever said anything. If it's been like cutting out and like buffering all the time and dropping, and no one's ever said anything before. Malroon. Well, at least while it's internet's dropping in and out and in and out, I guess at least I found something. Love cows. At least we got something, huh? Well, for today, unless my stream crashes, if it literally crashes and goes down, I'll set it to 1080, and I'll have to lower the bit rate, and I'll have to finagle with some stuff. If it goes down, and it might be like 5 or 10 minutes before I come back up, resetting everything to 1080, and maybe I'll just do that and say forget about it. Like I'll just give up on like 1440 streaming. Mon Freddy. It's funny how often people ask me that. Funny how often people ask me that. Don't really understand it. There's things people sit and stare at their phones for 12 hours every day, and then they hop into my stream and ask if I'm bored of the best video game ever made. I don't really fully understand it. I'm not like attacking you or anything, but lately, probably over the last week, I get asked that probably 2 or 3 times every stream. Now, all of a sudden, for some reason, not sure why. Yeah, hopefully CDI, hopefully it's an isolated incident, but yeah. So it did it twice, I believe. Twice that I seen. Maybe it was 3 times now. But yeah, we'll see if it happens again. It's been a few minutes now, but I don't know. I'm not a technology idiot, but I'm not like a technology expert by any means. So I don't think there's a lot I can do at the moment. Is Novasork an option to start self-found with friends? Yeah, actually, Novasork's probably like my favorite to start. You are going to be weaker at the beginning, especially if you're playing in games with other people. But Novasork's really good for starting ladder if you like play with other people. You can be either the teleporter and then you'll be staticking them down. Like your team will love you because you're going to be cutting all the monsters' health in half instantly. But P8 cows, you're going to be barely being able to kill and stuff like that. So, but it's really great for farming the Countess and things like Arcane Sanctuary and things like that. Really good at farming keys and stuff. So. Marty, you say there was a couple of different days you remember stuff happening? There was one day I remember maybe last week where there was an issue for over the course of like 5 minutes. But I don't remember exactly what. It just did for like 2 or 3 minutes a couple of times, like what do you call it? People said it buffered or whatever like 3 times in like over the course of like 2 minutes, and then it never did it again. So I don't know, maybe every Monday morning, every Monday I have an internet issue or something. You know what I heard fixes that internet though? Hitting the like button on YouTube. Best merc weapon on ladder to start? Yeah, you still go insight on your mercenary off the beginning. Usually though, if I'm not at least like, I usually go max Vita until I'm like, on the playthrough I go max Vita because you're not enough points to go into energy shield really at all. And I stick with max Vita until probably like 80. Probably level 80-ish. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to double check, but because you don't really have enough points to go into energy to really even use energy shield until you get a lot higher. Missed a Grand Charm back there. I might go double check. I sometimes miss charms when I'm trying to read chat, so definitely happens. Greg's, thanks for the tips. Improve my game. One more question: is every map have limited unique champion monsters? They does everyone? I think they do. I know. I'm pretty sure they all do. Yeah. I don't know what they are though. I know. The only one I know offhand is that the pits is between the two levels. It's between 8 and I think 13 for the maximum number of champion packs. But yeah, they do have a amount there. Choco. On the trivia, I try my best. It is what it is. I can't even see. I don't even know how far back that Grand Charm dropped because I just, oh, not too far. Yeah, Biv. Sure, it's not a Grand Crown. Yeah, you people get me like that. Eh, jump higher. Next one. Oh yeah, I'm not. If I slow down, I don't power the computer good enough. Could be. Dude, why are these over here? I just forgot about my giant page of runes I need to cube up, I guess. Get too many pull runes, huh? I almost need to move everything over. Let's go like this. I don't know. Loot, everything's hooking around. Boss minions enhanced drop rates. Not drop. Well, it's hard when you say drop rates. The minions have way more experience. Maybe I might need some help from chat, some of the smarter people. I forget, do the boss minions, are they a higher monster level than the other monsters in the area? I think that they are. The regular minions, I know the, what are they called, elites? You know, the ones with like the purple, not the purple names, but like the... Tables are higher than whites. Yeah, okay, I got you. Thanks, Marty. I was trying to make sure I wasn't wrong. So yeah. They do have they can drop better items. As for like more, I guess it depends how you word that. So yeah, that's the best I can answer that one, I suppose. Bob Ballard, well, or Bob Babam. I don't know why I said Ballard. Maybe I think there was another Bob Ballard or something before in chat, but welcome in, Bob. Let's see, catch up on some here. Where are we at? Who needs Cheryl's Might if you can get Cow's armor? Oh, the Cow stuff? Yeah, I had gotten that stuff a long time ago. I didn't even realize, I didn't think about it. And it was before they really discovered it or whatever, that the Cow King, there was like the glitch where the Cow King can't drop the cow pieces. And he has like the best chance by far of dropping them, usually. Well, should anyways. And I just found him off his minions and stuff. Like I did like 100 cow runs and found all the stuff, and I was like, there we go, got that, no big deal. And everyone's like, how'd you find that? And I'm like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, didn't you hear? They just discovered that why no one finds the cow pieces, because there's a glitch in the drop table or whatever. And I'm like you can only find it from his minions, and they have like a super low chance of dropping it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just did 100 cow runs for a video and I found them all. I don't know. Tristan, that might be something occasionally I'll identify, yeah. A rare sword I skipped. Good roll is something, and I could up it to what is that base? A Colossus sword, I think? So yeah. Clark Bill, do you level up without a Thunder Charm? I mean, usually it depends what point in the game you're talking about, I guess. Because most of the time I do playthroughs and level up. You know, a lot of times I'll start off with Novasaur. I mean, online you just hop into games with other people, kill whatever you can, and a lot of times just farming monsters, you'll just naturally level up while you're MFing, while you're farming for gear and runes and stuff. Up into the 80s, anyways. If I'm on single player, a lot of times I'll just pop into Nova, and then if I want to level up at higher levels, I'll just spam like P8 Eldritch or something, It's just so easy. T-Boss, welcome in. Tough game yesterday, yeah. Uncomfortable game. Apparently they're not that great. Joseph, or is that Jose Victor? I forget which way to pronounce that. But it's in the 260s on the MF. So Novasork's a little hard to get higher, but I threw out all my skillers and put in MF charms in there. Joseph, gotcha. Okay, I said it right the first time. Woo! Got to burn. Players won Arcane. I was curious what the drop rate was, and I only seem to say uniques, champions, and whites. Just curious what minions came under. Gotcha. Yeah, Arcane Sanctuary. Just the density. You got the ghosts that technically, relative to other monsters, have a slightly elevated rune drop chance, and so, and plus they're not immune to any elements, so you could farm them any sorceress. Yeah, Arcane Sanctuary underrated. Just the thing is too is no one likes when they fall off the map, and they're not great for finding uniques. But if you're out there blasting the little goat dudes, and you can get the keys from the summoner, so it's kind of an overall, you know, you can get some keys no matter what. You'll get at least get some keys, even though he seems to never drop them and stuff. So I kind of like the area. DP, do I feel the RNG gods are cooking? Yeah, I hope so. I hope they're cooking up something good for me here. Doom says, if you only want to farm runes, Arcane Sanctuary. It's like, not only, but yeah, I do get what you're saying. It's kind of like but like I said, you get the keys. Definitely don't ignore the other mobs. No, no, no. At least half of the runes I find out there are off the other monsters. But I mean, there's 3 monster types out there usually, right? The goatmen, those bloodlords? I don't remember what they're called. Like, and then the goatmen, the bloodlords, and the ghosts. So I always make sure I definitely take everything out, unless I'm some build that can't take some of the stuff out. I at least find half of the like ohms and burrs and stuff off of other monsters, because the ghosts have like a 33% better rune drop chance or something. It's not like quadruple, so it's not even like crazy. But yeah, and teach their own though, you know, whatever. I definitely would take out everything. MMC, what are you saying over here? Good, golly willikers, this guy. What's going on, MMC? Oh! Ooh! Just Z! Thank you for the $10 super! Very, very generous of you. Tristan comes in with the GGs. He knows what's up. True story right there. GG. Thank you so much for the generosity. Cathedral's overly ignored. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah. The realistically, the whole way down in the cathedral is actually nasty tear zone. But I mean, how could you really argue to spend any time not doing TZ Andy? If TZ Andy wasn't at the bottom of the cathedral would be like a top 5 tear zone. Like, I'm not even kidding. But because TZ Andy is so busted, it's like you just can't. I mean, you can. I will sometimes, like especially early in ladder. And on ladder, you don't necessarily know exactly where you're going, so you can't farm at quite the efficiency. I'll take out packs along the way down there sometimes. Easy jewels. No, the jewel doesn't, Joseph, the jewel doesn't matter at all for crafting. You can use just any junk jewel of any, doesn't matter. Oh, Marty said when he needed the Cow King set, he just ran like 30 P8 Nightmare Cows. You know what? I don't know why I never thought about finding the cow set from Nightmare Cows. That never crossed. I never thought about it because I just did 100 cow runs for a video and I had them all, and then people were shocked that I had the cow pieces. But yeah, That's funny. I never thought about. They are not the like elite bases, are they? So I guess that checks out in my brain. Of course, you're one that would probably know, Marty. Anyway, so I trust you. But the items from TZ better to craft. Better. I mean, it depends. So I do know, Joseph, for amulets, you just need the item level to be. Oh boy, I always get these two mixed up. It's either over level 90 or level 90 and over. One of them's for Grand Charms and one of them's I can never remember this. So for skillers to be 45 to life, and for crafted caster amulets to be guaranteed to get 2 to skills, one of them is level 90 and over, and one of them is over level 90. That's the way the Area Summit words it on both of them, and it always confuses me. But yeah, pretty much if you're crafting caster amulets, if the Terror Zone is level 91 or higher, you for sure can you pick up the amulets from the Terror Zones. This is what I do online, and craft with those. That way you don't have to be level 93 to gamble them and craft them on the same character to get 2 to a skill. So yeah. As for all other items in the game, I don't know every other item I only know caster amulets, really. Yeah, I'd have to go put a link in here on YouTube anyways, or you can kind of look it up, the new crafting meta. So yeah, anyone who didn't know, I see SCC asking about it. Yeah, I got a it's technically called a walking pad, but yeah, I'm on a treadmill. It only goes up to like